Well, good afternoon, Air Gunners. This is Air Gunner's Edge. Got home from work a little while ago, and there was a box on my porch. And it was the Hatsan Flash in 25 cal. That's the great news. Bad news, and unfortunately this does happen. Big ol' hole in the box. This was from the cocking lever, which was protruding through, and I could see it. So after a few choice words, I opened it up. Through the original box here. Unfortunately, I opened it up, I checked it out. There was absolutely no damage to the rifle. Thank God, because it would have killed me to send it back, wait another week, and then another week for them to send me another refurbished if they had one. Because I do believe these are like pretty much the first refurbishes that came out. I have my data sheet that came with it. About 870 or 840, hold on, sorry. About 870, I don't know what grain that was, maybe 19 and 25 cal. But what happened, unfortunately, this right here was pushed over to the side. So they did have my refurbished rifle protected. Unfortunately, it just wasn't adequate enough. The two pieces of rubber, I'm glad they put it there. They knew about it. Unfortunately, this one came loose and moved over, and it protruded through the box. And of course, the UPS guy left it down, so when I saw the box, I got excited. Looked mint condition. But anyways, this is just going to be a quick overview, not so much a review. Because if you look online, there are some reviews already out there. I'm going to get detailed into this air rifle. I will be taking it apart. I will be checking it out for accuracy, power. I will be modifying it, of course. I picked this rifle up for $189 refurbished. Add the $10, we'll say $200 out the door. Delivered, I should say. But anyways, I will get right to the point. I'm going to grab the camera and we'll get a closer view. I already decided what scope I wanted on there. And this will be mainly for hunting and probably mostly 50-yard shots. Unless the accuracy and power is there, then I don't mind going further. But without keeping you waiting, I'll show you the rifle and what came with it. I already had to mess with the scope. The rings, I had low profile rings on there already. I already knew they weren't going to fit, but it was so darn close. So I had to try. So I moved it around, whatnot. I couldn't get it to work. This is what comes with it. Comes in a white box. You get your fill tube, your rebuildable O-rings, another rebuildable O-ring, and it comes with 2 magazines, which is great. And these are not the original magazine, the Roto Index magazine. These are the new style. There was issues apparently with the originals, with them jamming, so I didn't know what I was going to get. So I went out and already purchased 2 more. These are actually already full, loaded, and I did try them in the rifle. But anyways, we'll go take an overview of this rifle. For $200, I definitely did not go wrong. This thing is light. I was using my AT-44 QE long today. That thing is a tank. I know this looks like a huge scope. It's a UTG 10x50. I have the side wheel. Still a beautiful weight. I have no problem handling this. It shoulders beautifully, I have to admit. I was a little uncertain about this rifle. The only thing I don't like is, like my AT-44, you can close this up. Not on this one. So I might find a little rubber cap or something I can put over it. If I'm in the woods, I don't want debris and stuff going in there. No shots yet, so I don't really know the quietness, but I'm sure the QE from all the reviews I've read. This is going to take a little, it's not really tough, but it will break in over time. I know it will. The safety, as I'm sure if you've watched other reviews, hard is a son of a gun. So this is another thing I'm going to be modifying. It's just to loosen this up. It's just, if you push it a little one way, it goes a little easier, but other than that, I mean, it's just a pain in the butt. The magazines, compared to some of the reviews, I saw it slopping around, and a couple of my Facebook air rifle sites I'm on even had questioning about the looseness of these. These fit extremely snug, and I've already watched a video. It's kind of hard with one hand here, and especially when I'm putting it in backwards. Sorry, my bad. But these fit snug. They don't flop around like the reviews I saw. I did change the rings to the higher. You can see I have enough clearance. I did have the ring over up front more, but I didn't like the eye relief, so I bumped it back. Still easy enough to get out. It is in there firm, but easy enough for me to reach in and grab. Just overall, I am pleased with this rifle, and if the accuracy and power is there, I am going to be in love with this thing. This is just something you want to grab and just head out to the woods and take out some rabbit and squirrel or pest control. One reason I should say, I did go with this scope. It is a 10 by 50. I'll show you here. SWAT. I honestly love the crosshairs in this, and it lets in so much light, especially in the mornings and evenings, and that's what I want. If you're under the trees and everything, it's going to get dark. There we go. And I want to let as much light in as possible, because these old eyes just aren't as good as they used to be. So even with the scope on there, very light. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it feels like a toy. The plastic, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, entry-level PCP. But you know what? I've always found good power and accuracy with Hatsan, so I can overlook that. Most people are just not too thrilled about the stock. I have my Hatsan Edge, so I've grown accustomed, and I actually do love all of my edges. I do not have the 25. I kind of refer the 25 cal for magnums only.